Hello there, chat. How y'all doing? Hello there, Liza. Tyro. I'm doing fine, Liza. How about yourself? Just a tad sleepy, but that's sort of been my permanent state as of late. Let's see. Okay. Twitch says we're excellent. Streamlabs is running optimally. The chat is scrolling and the game is running. So I think we're good to go. Alright. Let's get this party started by saying a good old-fashioned greetings and salutations to you. My name is Featherhoof, and welcome back to probably the last episode of this we're going to do for a while. At least until Expansion Pass, Part 3 comes out. We're in the post-game. We have 2 new characters that each have themselves an ascension quest that needs to be done. We have an Expansion Pass that came out last week that I want to check out and get that new character and do their shtick. And there's also a new battle arena that has battles and stuff and costumes and stuff to earn from it, and we're going to check that out. That's what today is going to be about. Ascension quests and battles. So, new characters and battle.
Good.
Let's go check it out. So, right now I'm using Melia. I did level up a bit because I was doing more, collecting more Soul Hacker spells, and oh my God, Nia's class is so awesome of a healer. God damn it. Now I know why they waited till end game to give it, because it's so goddamn awesome. Melia's class, the Royal Summoner, I'm a little confused by, because it's like, I'm still trying to play it like I do in Xenoblade 1, where it's like when you keep up the summons, you get like bonuses based on which element you have summoned. But I don't know if it's doing that in this one or not, because you just summon 3 at random all at once. So I don't know if you're supposed to use them right away, or if you're supposed to keep it. I'm confused by Melia's class right now. And on my way to work, the sun is shining, it's a nice fall day, so at the moment can't complain. Sure you can, it's easy. Just find something at random and just start bitching about it. I do it all the time. So let's see, I was doing that here so I can look up what we needed to do. Go to the throne room with Melia and complete from atop her throne. Okay. That's where we're going to. Where's the throne room? It's around here somewhere. One of these places. Nope. There we go. Aha! I see you. New exclamation or question mark. Not an exclamation point, it's a question mark. So how's everybody been? How was everybody's weekend? How y'all doing today? Just say work your shit. It sounds smelly. Hello, just random people just hanging out in the throne room for shits and giggles, I guess.
You're having a laugh. You think this is going to make it all better, do you?
Well, I will bear full responsibility. Otherwise, well, there is no otherwise.
What are you two bickering about?
Your Majesty, What a welcome sight to see you return.
Has a problem arisen in my absence?
No, just a trifling matter, really.
Oh, really?
Actually, we do have a bit of a problem on our hands, Your Majesty.
Hey, mind your...
We have to report the facts as they are. How much longer are you going to leave this hanging, eh?
Are you a robot, sir?
What's the problem?
Why is he
Couple of
speaking
days
that way?
ago, we had a small run-in with our Agnian opposites. Isel took care of them, but things got out of hand a little bit.
Out of hand, nothing. They insulted Her Majesty's honor. I'm spitting feathers.
But we'd no reason to fight. You were the one who earned their ire.
Did they come to any harm? You hurt them?
I only intended to scare them, but then they resisted.
So you sought to
You
defeat them?
numbnut.
No, nothing of the sort. They had no flame clocks, so I would never...
The presence of a flame clock is not what instigates a battle. The glimmerings of war are always there, within us. I imagine discovering that fact must have come as quite a shock to you.
Apparently.
Circumstances aside, if you've incited their wrath, then I assume we haven't heard the end of this.
As you say, they have since begun to rally together in opposition.
I am ashamed. Truly ashamed.
Well, time to sacrifice him.
I cannot but take full responsibility.
Come on, Isel, we're going to take you to in front of the opposing force, and we're going to have you murdered in front of them to appease their anger.
You shall not. Do not speak of throwing your life away so lightly. I've already lost so many of my friends. I could not bear to lose another.
Your Majesty.
I told you, did I not? You are my hope. I will speak to the Agnian Chief Retainer personally about the matter. In the meantime, cool your head. Any more unfinished business that I should know about?
Couple of house calls to make, Your Majesty. They want you at Colony 9 and the city.
Colony 9. So Xeon then?
Indeed. They've asked for some urgent backup following the recent Origin attack.
And the other request is from Monica. Wants you to give her people a pep talk.
The descendants of Ouroboros. I've caused such grief for them. And for an unfathomably long time.
But now they get to speak to their real queen. I'm sure they'll be overjoyed.
Yeah.
Yes, perhaps. Speaking face to face with another. There's nothing quite like it.
Have you tried Zoom? Ever tried Zoom calling?
I'm sorry. I'm
It's not
afraid
that
I'm going to be
different.
taking up some more of your time.
Now you can cut that out. Agnes or Kevus, soldier or queen. What difference does it make?
The future is to be created by each and every person in the world. I think you were the one who taught us that.
True enough. Your
Ye.
unyielding spirit gives me the strength to go on.
Sometimes when Melia smiles, I see sadness in her eyes. As if she's all alone in the world.
Oh, you know, it's not as if she outlived all her friends or anything like that.
Let's start making the rounds. We've got to stop by Colony 9, the city, and...
Agnes Castle, right?
Safe journey to you all.
You know, I'm sure she, you know, saw it coming from a mile away, you know, because of what she is, she being High Agnian and everything, but, you know, I'm sure she emotionally prepared herself at some point, but it never, you know, it never, you know, feels right when you finally get to it, you know what I mean? Let's see. Guess we'll just go down the list. Let's go Colony 9. I wonder which one of them was the first to go. I wonder if it was Ricky. I wonder, did they ever say how long Nopon lived? Nah, I think Nopon have an extended life also. Just not as long as Hyantia. It was probably Royne. Royne was probably the first one to go. It was just One too many roaring times. You know, it was roaring time just one too many times. His heart just gave out and
Over there?
Not up here. Down here?
You really love Colony 9, don't you, Uni? I can tell from the way your wings perk up.
Really? That's slightly uncomfortable.
But called nine. Wait. The fuck? Okay. The marker's there, but what am I supposed to be doing here? Aha! Down there. I thought I was just down there a second ago. I guess I just didn't go all the way in. Wings of fire.
That'll leave a bruise.
I have the actual books now.
Be more gentle,
Oh, nice.
Commander.
Don't expect miracles. I'm trying my best to heal you here.
Here, let me.
Thank you, miss. That would be great. What? You're...
That should suffice. Can you walk?
Yeah, I think so.
Queen Melia? To what do we owe the honor?
What good is a ruler if they cannot send aid to their people in times of need? I'm sorry to have kept you waiting, Xeon. Please, let me have your report.
Hey, look! Isn't that the Queen?
What? Like the real deal?
Right, back to my post.
Yeah, get up there! Get!
Excuse me. Origin's attack unfortunately caused a landslide near Alfeto Valley entrance. We've been treating the wounded, and also dispatched a survey team to scan the area. The thing is, we've lost contact with the survey team. The line just went dead.
There was a really loud sound earlier on. Could be more rocks.
I see. Then we'll take it from here. Uni, how are you doing over there?
I've healed up the worst of them. Now they just need a little R&R.
Oh, really? I've got to lie down?
Come on. If you've got the energy to flap your trap already, you'll be back on your feet in no time.
I see I had no cause to worry.
How many were on the survey team?
65.
One was
or
piloting the
3.
Levnis. Okay. I've sent the landslide's location to your iris. You can confirm it for yourself.
Got it.
If you happen to see an Anita from the survey team, could you, tell her to give back what she owes? Because I'll be waiting here until she does.
All right, Kurt.
I'll be sure to deliver the message. I'm so sorry to have let this come to pass, everyone. This ordeal will be over ere long.
You watch yourself too, Your Majesty. Don't want to see you get hurt neither.
I hope you find our friends. Good to add more names.
Little, little queen groupies over here. Jeesh. Funny, but I love it. Where is this? Up there you are. Hello. I see.
Hey, look at that! A survey branch Levnis.
Oh, I thought you meant that crab that
We
just
must
vanished
rescue
in
them
thin
at
air.
once.
I see some relations have changed.
There is literally no one here. Oh, wait. Oh, they're under the rock. Okay. I was gonna say, they forgot to load the character and all I see is a rock. Like, oh, yeah, because they're under the rock. Yeah.
Hello? Who's... there?
Santa
It's all
Claus.
right. We're here to help. Stay still. I'll get that heavy thing off you right this instant.
Thing. It's called a rock.
Right, that's her injuries about treated.
You're a survivor by nature. Good fortune that we made it in time.
Oh, I can't thank you enough. I thought I was a goner.
Say, you wouldn't happen to be Anita by any
That's
chance?
Gondor's voice actor.
Yeah, I'm Anita.
Oh, that's great news. There was a guy in the rescue tent who was really worried about you. He said he wanted you to pay him back or something?
I suspect that was merely an excuse. He seemed really rather worried. Very insistent that you make it back.
Ah, it's got to be Kurt. We've been in the same unit since first term. He can be a little faint-hearted at times.
Yeah, that's Gondor's
I'd better
face
go and try to
voice
calm
actor.
him down.
Face actor. Why did I say face
Ah.
actor? What's
So
wrong
you've
with
been
me?
joined at the hip since childhood.
Joined at the... Sorry?
I mean that you were inseparable. You've had a special connection throughout your lives. You understand each other's feelings and you lift each other up in times of need, is what I'm trying to say. Your friends are irreplaceable. Be sure to treasure them.
Yes, Mom. Thank you. Thank you.
Does she have someone in mind herself? There's someone out there special to her. But then, she was imprisoned in Origin for so long.
You know she did have a
Maybe
life
they're
before
already-
Origin, right?
I see some relations have changed.
What if she's actually going to talk about, she's actually going to talk about Shulk and the others.
Ah!
His foot's trapped. We'll need to move the rubble very carefully.
Nah,
Using
just cut the
arcs
foot
would be far
off.
too dangerous. In which case,
Someone call for heavy lifters?
Yeah. We'll clear this out in no time.
Just cut the foot off. He doesn't need it anyway. He'll be fine.
you're in safe hands now.
Yes, thank you.
With all state.
Hang in there just a little longer. We don't want to overlook anything.
Where'd the guy go? Oh, okay, he's still sitting there. Just can't talk to him anymore. Okay. Come on. Ah, is this a new one, or is this an oldie? I think that's an oldie. That's a way oldie, yep. I'm going through the hilly quest right now as well. Ah, loves the hilly quests. Can't wait for
Hold
tomorrow
on.
when I get to...
It's going to be okay.
I want to start
There was a
patch 6.25.
second landslide. Don't mind me. Look for the others.
We're well aware, but firstly,
Feels warm.
Wait a minute. How come you got a healing spell? Royal Summoner
Do not
doesn't have a
move from
healing
this
spell.
spot. We're going to check the immediate area.
Yes. Of course.
Although, wasn't it in Xeno 1?
Right.
If you had like the
I think
water
that's a lot of
elemental,
them
you
accounted
did some
for.
healing? You
I
had the
wouldn't
water
relax
element out?
just yet. The landslides have formed a sharp incline, in turn increasing the risk of loose rocks. I hardly need to state this, but the possibility of further landslides remains high.
Getting caught in another landslide would be undesirable. We must make some distance, and quickly. Back to Colony 9.
Just blow up the rocks. You'll be fine. Just use your most powerful spells and say, fuck you, rocks.
You can never go wrong with some ether.
Where am I versus where I need to go? Whoop. Haha.
Something smells exquisite.
Probably them potatoes. They love their potatoes in Colony 9.
The Queen has returned!
Welcome back! We're glad to see you safe, Your Majesty!
Oh my god, these
We were
little
at the site of
groupies.
the landslide, but the situation remains precarious. It is vital that we remove the remaining rocks upon the slope in the coming days. You shall have the castle's aid, of course. But your own assistance in this matter would also be most appreciated.
Oh, we'd be glad to help. Never want to have to go through this again.
But if we hadn't, we'd never have got to meet Queen Melia. I don't regret it, because I learned today that we weren't forsaken.
And I learned today that the voice actor of Gondor did more than one
Get
character.
to meet Your Majesty is at the homecoming. We've been through so many bitter times, but we've never known you to help us. Not so directly.
You make a valid point. From this moment on, I will endeavor to the best of my ability to allay your fears.
Ah, you're too kind, Your Majesty.
Then, in the interest of allaying fears, there may be another matter I would like to discuss with you.
Oh yes? Speak up then.
Yes, she will work very hard to allay their fears for all of the few hours that there's left in this world until we go defeat Origin, and where this world and all its inhabitants will fade from existence and then phase back into their original shapes back in the back in their home worlds as they once were, and have like no memories of this place.
I would like, from this moment on, to let the colony elect their commander, of their own volition. And I don't mean just for appointing a successor after death, or for the purposes of reform. If they make their voices known, then I think I would gladly relinquish my position as commander this second.
What?
What brought this on?
Then, you wish to formally step down?
Well, I was always the consul's favorite plaything. I was a mere pawn, dancing to his whims, enacting his orders. But in coming to terms with our new life, I began to realize the qualities needed in a commander are very different nowadays.
Please don't belittle yourself, Xeon. You've worked so hard to get where you are.
Believe me, I've thought about this long and hard. About who really fits the role of a commander. It must be someone we all look up to. Someone with whom we can share our path.
Xeon.
While I do not object to your logic, Xeon, I hope you realize that our role is in essence naught but a figurehead. What that figurehead represents, however, is something only you can decide.
It's down to me.
A person is not shaped solely by their birthright or innate qualities. As long as you remain critical of who you are, whether you deserve the position or not has little relevance.
This crisis of conscience, you once experienced it as well, Your Majesty.
Of course. Everyone has their battles with self-doubt. How else does one grow as a person?
But when the entire remainder of your family all dies, leaving you the sole successor to the throne of Alchemoth, well, you do what you got to do.
If you remain true to yourself, then you have nothing to fear.
When they all get
In
turned
this
into
rich
Entelekea
tapestry
and
of
you have to
life,
murder them.
You must find the path that you are willing to weave.
I'll give it more thought then.
Very good. I look forward to hearing your answer.
Melia must have had her share of hardship to talk about these things in such depth. If she's ever stuck in a rut, I wonder if we'll be able to console her in the same way. Would she even want that?
Penny for your thoughts, Noah.
No, it's nothing. We should get going. We've got some traveling ahead of us.
Quest completed. Let's see here. Off to the city is where we'll go. Off to the city. Something stuff. Yes. I mean, thank you. It wouldn't let me target the fast travel point.
Your Majesty.
Sorry to bother you. I'm sure you're rushed enough as it is. I'm here to discuss the speech you mentioned. Did I come at a bad time?
No, not at all. We've been stretching our necks every day, waiting to see if you'd turn up.
I too have been anxious to meet you. I'm sorry to have been a source of anguish for you this long.
It's all been for today. I don't consider any of it a waste. Now, on to the matter at hand. Rallying the troops. With the final battle with Mobius looming before us, we're doing our best to prepare. But we need more than just supplies. A battle to determine the fate of the world is hardly a light topic. Everyone's beside themselves with worry. Some poor souls have completely snapped. We're never gonna last in actual combat at this rate.
I don't blame them. No matter how noble our cause, the fighting will cost us lives. We're caught between the future we desire and the present, which is ours to lose. It's a place beset on all sides by fear.
You got that right. Especially when there's no guarantee you're going to be coming home.
Even a brief address would do, just as long as you speak to them somehow.
I understand. I don't know if I'll be able to get through to them, but I will try.
We'll be your guides while in the city. Make sure you don't lose your bearings.
That would be most appreciated. While we're here, would it bother you if I took a look around the city itself?
Yes.
Please, be my guest.
Or I
I
mean,
think
no.
we'd all like that.
Maybe we could take her to Centrillo Parade. There's plenty of people around there.
No objections from me, but there are some rather, shall we say, ardent followers of the Queen up that way. If they get too insistent, you might need to give them a friendly nudge.
Oh yeah? All right, we'll keep a lookout.
Do I need to slap a bitch? Is that what you're telling me? Because I do it. Let's see, where are we going? That's where we're going. Alrighty. Where are these ardent followers of the Queen? It seems pretty empty to me.
Now this is a far cry from the colonies and the castles. Here is a place where people can truly live, make a home.
I couldn't believe my eyes when I first saw this place. All these different people I'd never seen before. Things of all shapes and sizes.
Babies!
I wish I had been there to see your reaction. A shame.
Oh, it was a great
To
episode.
see my mouth hanging open like a lummox. Not worth it.
You seem to take it all in your stride. None of this surprises you.
It's more that I'm assailed by old memories. Technologies of old are put into practice here. I feel the industry of those times. Huh?
Is that really you? Queen Melia?
Yes. I do go by that name.
I knew it! I knew it from a
That's an
moment I
elderly
laid
man?
eyes on you. You were something special.
Finally caught up.
Hey, old man, you're gonna give yourself a heart attack.
Well, thanks for your concern, but I'll decide when and how I'm going to pop my clogs. I've lived my whole life for this day. Heck, you all have, haven't you?
You okay there, old timer?
Of course we have.
You've returned to us at last, my queen. You really are as radiant as they say.
Hey, fancy a bite? You should come by my restaurant. Sample a few of the local dishes.
Will you all stop sucking up?
Nobody wants to see your seedy little bistro. She wants something memorable.
Oh, say that again, I dare you. If you hate my establishment so much, I'll be more than happy to bar you from it permanently.
Oh. Wow, wow, wow.
All right,
people, don't shove. And stop arguing. We don't want to scare the Queen now.
Oh my days!
Oh, that wasn't pleasant on the ears.
Oh, leave him. Everyone's been living for this moment.
It's always been my dream to see the true queen come back to us. A lot of us die before we get the chance.
Yeah, but now it's actually happening. Before our very eyes. How can we possibly keep calm when a miracle is unfolding?
I am so grateful to you all, my people. I would like to express a few words of gratitude, if I may. It is a joy to see real human activity once again, after all these years. I see that you continue to remain strong.
Of course we do. Got to protect what we love, right?
That's right. I'm not resting these old bones so long as there's life in them.
We'll hold out for decades more if we have to.
We have our queen, and even Ouroboros stand by her side.
With their strength behind us, Mobius won't stand a chance.
Looks like that takes care of that.
Indeed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Decades plural. And here we are, happy enough if we can reach one.
The way I see it, you lot are far more incredible. You've achieved so much in so little time.
Huh? That's only natural, ain't it? Gotta get stuff done in the time you have. No way I could imagine having to fight for 40 or 50 years. Feels so
Tell me
snuffing
about
far
it.
away.
Uni.
By the by, I'm not seeing the story spinner anywhere.
Story spinner.
He's this old guy who knows more about the city's history than anyone. He's like a walking encyclopedia.
Real curious bloke.
How you doing?
Normally he'd jump at an opportunity like this.
Well, he's no spring turkin, though. If he hears he's missed his chance to meet Her Majesty, he might drop dead from the shock.
Heavens. Where might we find this person? I think we should pay him a visit.
What, really?
I'll bet it'd make his day. But are you sure?
I would like to try to meet him, if at all possible.
As you wish. It's your call.
You'll probably find him at Mittia Lookout. I hear it's one of his favorite spots.
Oh, is it? It's one of his
A
favorite
walking
spots.
encyclopedia, is he? Then we can expect an enlightening conversation.
What conversation are you expecting?
Ah. I always wondered if there was going to be something up here. And now, I'm getting my answer. You know, the place that was basically... It's clearly the bridge of the Mechonis. At least that's the way it looked. You know what it looked like. Oh yeah, this is down here. I didn't want to be down here. Come on. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Ellie. I do hope you feel better soon. Of course, it looks different now because they moved. So... I guess it isn't technically in the same place anymore, but it used to look like the bridge of the Mechonis.
Oh, what's all the fuss? Whose funeral is it this time?
Mine! Oh wait, no, not yet. I hope not.
Nobody's, I should hope. We were just wondering if...
Oh, old Melly. Well, this can't be real, so somebody pinch me. What if it's actually my funeral? Then that would mean... Where the places have I ended up?
Yeah, this is Mittia Lookout in the city.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. I'm told you have quite the wisdom. I was hoping to ask you a few things, if it doesn't bother you.
Oh, I get ya. The Queen herself is asking me personally to tell her a story. Now I know I'm dreaming. Hey, Ouroboros kids, give me a good wallop here, right on the kisser.
Okay. Oh god, he's gonna do it.
Have you gone quite mad?
Lance?
I didn't throw my weight into it.
Let's all calm down for a second and just talk sensibly, please.
He asked for it. He gave permission.
Oh, I see. A rousing speech for the city, eh? What a stroke of luck. Even after that battering, I know I'll be content in the afterlife.
Oh, don't start. You were the one who asked us to.
Well, it seems life's worth living a little while longer. Don't want to disappoint old Queenie now, do I? Go on then, ask away.
Has it been different? What do you know of Melia?
I've been wondering, when you first saw Melia, I kind of got the impression you knew more about her than you let on.
Of course I do. Have you seen the stacks of literature they've got here in the city? Packed to the rafters. There's passages on the true Queen, too. And you betcha these eyes have read them all back to front 20 times over.
So you know all about her?
Naturally. Here, I'll give you an example. It
Okay,
is a
go
lesser
ahead.
known fact that Her Majesty is squeamish around shiny bugs.
Oh, really?
How can you possibly know that?
There was also a little morsel about how she found rainbow bugs particularly revolting. They're extinct now, but I reckon they're beasties about the size of your fist, whose bodily excretions make them glow and...
All right, enough. You don't need to go into such detail. The mere memory gives me goosebumps.
Don't you worry, I've got plenty more tidbits like that up my sleeve.
We don't want to hear it.
I do.
Look.
Shut the fuck up, Uni.
I'll tell you what I want to know.
Oh yeah, well, I'm all ears.
No, you're not. You only have two of
When
them.
you get to the age you are, after living for so many decades, you must have had to say goodbye to so many of your friends and stuff. Must be a lot of crap to deal with. So, how do you cope?
You just do.
The pits is what it is. There are times when I wonder why I don't just curl up and die. But see, life ain't all sunshine and roses. I think that's part and parcel of it.
So what? You just have to go on living in misery? You've got to be joking.
Uni, are you all right?
I just want to know what it's all about. Growing old. There's folk out there who get to live so much longer than us, and they still choose to fight. It just feels like I'm always taking a back seat. Like I'm getting left behind. But I want to be there with you guys. Even if it's just in spirit.
Uni, I had no idea that was how you felt.
Yeah, sorry. Hard to put it into words, really.
You just did.
Even if those you once loved are no longer a part of this world, lonely as it is, and painful though the memories be, it is not wholly a tragic tale. For you can keep close to your heart your memories of those dear to you. And that is something to take pride in. That is what
Nah,
will
it was
give you
probably
strength.
Dunban. Dunban was probably the first to go. He was the
My
eldest
life
of
took
them
a
all.
very different path to
So-
the likes of my companions here. But such are my thoughts.
Ah, never a true word was spoken. That's one for the ages. Where's my notepad?
The fact that you're worrying about us here and now, Uni, I don't think we'll ever forget that. Your feelings will transcend time.
I'd have to agree. So don't feel like you need to be doing anything special for us, Uni. It's reassuring enough just being the way you are.
Don't suppose you've got any tissues on you?
Yeah.
Oh, why'd you have to go and make it all soppy?
You're the one who
Nobody's
started
leaving
this
behind
line
you.
of
If you ever
discussion.
feel distance between you, you need only speak out.
Wait, was this all just to tell me that?
That's about the size of it. Good luck out there, young'uns.
Don't just pass it off as your own speech.
Say, Melly, Would you mind if we shook hands?
He's straight up ignoring me.
I don't see why not.
Oh, you angel.
Wow,
Now
really,
I can
really game
shuffle
devs.
off this mortal coil without regrets.
That's the best you can do.
Knowledgeable my arse.
Life's a cruel journey from one end to the other. You only get one chance to walk it. But if there's one thing that gives it all meaning, it's love.
That's very sweet.
That ain't something I have to teach you young folks, though. Your friends are lucky fellows.
Monica said something like that too. Still doesn't make much sense to me though.
Well, love takes many forms. There are as many ways to show it as there are people.
I'll remember that. Thanks.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we should probably be getting on. Till we meet again, story spinner.
Indeed, indeed. Safe travels to you, Your Majesty.
Okay. I want to hear. I want to hear more about the other things that Melia is afraid of. And Agnes Casados, whatever. There we go. There it is. I wish you all the best, Ellie. I truly do. I hope you feel better soon. I hope this, you know, you're getting plenty of rest, plenty of meds, and they're taking care of you and all.
A diplomatic mission, is it? Surely we can find a peaceful resolution. Nia, this is a surprise.
Don't worry, I know the whole story.
Oh, do ya?
bloody hell. I see you are in good company.
I still love that Nia's still, she keeps like, oh shit, I need to act like a queen and be all prim and proper and stuff. But she thinks no one's around. She keeps popping back into the Nia, you know, from Xenoblade 2. Well, you guys wouldn't. Well, most of you guys probably wouldn't know because y'all didn't get to play Xenoblade 2. I didn't get to play that for the channel. I'm glad that's helping, Ellie. God, I wish I could have played Xenoblade 2 before this for y'all. Just Xenoblade 3 just came out of nowhere. It just happened. It's like, fuck.
They're kindly serving as my bodyguard. They're assisting me with a number of other matters too.
The assistance goes both ways, actually.
We all one big happy family.
Yes, that's right. Family.
Indubitably. I have a rough grasp of our present predicament.
She's
You've
trying
come to
so
hear
hard.
This side of the story, have you not?
You make it sound as if these are no ordinary Agnians.
With Queen Melia's assistance, we have been closely monitoring them on both sides. I'll get to the point. These people belong neither to Keves nor Agnes.
To be precise, they were formerly Agnian soldiers, but now they claim to have lost their faith even in Agnes. This intense distrust
gotcha.
of the future has driven them to wanton destruction.
Ooh,
So
sounds
they
like
stopped
fun.
believing in anything, and now they just want to ruin things for everyone. That's
Ah. So they're social media trolls. Got it.
The Keves and Agnes of today are founded upon mutual trust and respect. At least that is the mood we try to foster. But the reality is that not all of us can readily accept these changes.
The recent outburst was just an act of passion. But if like-minded people were to congregate...
They may gain enough momentum to pose a legitimate threat, is that it? So they're the ones who have incited the latest uproar, I take it.
We might have to prepare for the worst-case scenario.
Minanabite, what make worst case so bad?
He means
Really?
there could be an attack on the Queen's life.
That worse than
That's one of the reasons. But we simply can't afford to leave this be. I don't believe they truly want to oppose us. Rather, they feel they are at an impasse. One cannot so easily change their way of life or how they view the world.
Perhaps I ought to assert my authority as queen after all, and...
No. If you lock horns with them now, it's very possible they will shut you out completely. I would rather have you prepare to welcome them in with open arms.
That's incredibly kind of you.
So, where do we find these troublemakers?
It seems they're lying low at Hovering Reef 6.
Seriously?
I wonder what
That's right
happened
next
to
to the
Dromark.
castle.
Presumably they approached under the guise of their fellow Agnian soldiers. The castle isn't on particularly high alert, so it makes sense that they wouldn't arouse too much suspicion.
Yes, as sad as it is. I hear they're pooling their forces. You'd best be on your guard.
Fear not. I am no stranger to battle. And besides, look at my entourage.
You shouldn't have to get used to this. Experience can make a person stronger, it's true, but it can't take away one's pain. That goes for queens too, you know.
The mood's turned dark all of a sudden.
I'm aware of that. Thank you, Nia.
Take care, you guys.
I see some relations have changed.
So Nia, being a blade herself, but being a flesh eater, you know, she's not bound to somebody like a blade would be. So she's able to live unbounded. Or unbound. But she had her own blade. You know, being a blade, she was a blade who had her own blade. You know, Dromark, the tiger, you know, that white tiger that she, you know, had, that was her, you know, her blade. And blades, you know, don't they don't have a finite life. They live as long as the person they're bound to lives. So whatever happened to Dromark? All right, have a good one, Liz. You have yourself a good day.
Every day's a training day.
Yeah, have a good day at work, and hope to see you again soon. Oh, hello, gossiper. Still denial. Dana promised me. Should we go back to the city together? It was those Agnians that did her in. I ain't gonna let them bastards get away unscathed, but leave you me. Wait, what are we doing exactly right now? More gossipy. There's something about us being summoned to the city. Only thing is, I don't even know where this place is. Well, if you're summoning us over there, I bet they're looking for someone to blame. Did I open yet another side quest? Or is this part of what I'm doing right now?
Let's make the most of our break, guys.
Well, that's another totally separate side quest. I'll do that at my own time. That's irrelevant to what we're doing now.
Onwards.
Where are we going? I literally have no idea where we're going. Fine, we'll just follow this. Hello. Beep. Seriously, where are we? Oh, Kevin's Castle region. Okay, duh. Okay, wait. I get it now. Why am I such a moron? Okay. Where are we heading? Aha! Found you! I'm a dumb. Let's see if we can get into a battle. There's some people who need some stabbity death.
Time to take the fast way. Watch your footing, guys. Don't do anything stupid, Melia.
Nor should you, Lance.
Yeah, seriously, Lance. I think we had more fear of you doing something stupid than Melia.
Agni and Autolevs. They've hauled those things out here. Can't catch a break, can we?
Let's
As
go
Lady
break 'em.
Mia informed us, we should expect them to be hiding in an ambush somewhere on this island. I must remind you that we are only here to negotiate. If possible, I would like to avoid combat.
Oh, but combat's the
But what
fun
if they're the ones to
part.
come at us first?
Then suppress them at once. We could even disable their levnesses, so that they have nothing with which to fight back.
Okay.
Hey, I've been meaning to ask for a while now. You really know how to handle yourself in a scrap, don't you?
Yes, I'm no stranger to the field of battle. Nor is this the first attempt on my life.
No, it's not.
What? Even though you're the queen?
Precisely because I am the queen. Is it really so strange for nobles to be acquainted with violence? There was even an assassin within my family once.
Yes, there was.
I'm sorry. I hope we didn't bring back painful memories for you.
Please, it's perfectly fine. Many are the things that have shaped me into who I am today. Learning to accept my weaknesses, understanding each other's differences, opening one's heart to others.
You must have been in some real good company to learn all that.
Yeah, you can say that.
Perhaps, yes. Back when I was young and naive, my companions taught me some invaluable lessons.
And you took those lessons to heart. That's how you came to be such a magnificent queen.
Though times may change, their teachings will never fade. Which is why I still believe. I believe that our last breaths should not be those of despair.
Hey there, Morgan. How you doing, Bo?
Looks like a pretty rare specimen.
It's... We need to go that away. Where is that away? Which way is that away? Ah, to the right and around. Got it. Excuse me, Levnesses, just coming through. Don't mind me.
Anybody else feeling curious?
About what? Are we supposed to be feeling curious about Melia? Or not Melia, Mio?
Something so valuable here.
Hello? Nobody at home?
Dormammu, I have come to bargain.
Don't move!
I'll move if I want.
Melia.
You can't stop me.
I'll handle this. My name is Melia Antiqua. I wish only to speak with you.
Speak with us? Rip us to shreds, more like, Queen of Keves.
You are the ringleader, are you? State your name.
And why should I tell you?
Because I asked
The world
nicely?
I once knew is gone. They told us defeating Keves was the only way for us to be saved. It was the right thing to do. the just thing to do, and I believed it. Do you realize how many of my friends died in pursuit of that dream?
Yep, this guy's
think I can
cracked.
just tell them, yeah, sorry guys, you died for nothing?
He's lost his cool. Maybe we should step in and deal with him. But Melia told us she'd handle this.
You ruined it! You joined forces with the Agnian Queen, and you drilled these notions into our heads! You take away our friends, then sully our reasons to live. My friends died that day, but you've killed them all over again.
And that's why you
Yep.
decided to destroy everything.
Someone needs some therapy.
We don't need a shitty world like this anyway.
Is that all?
I told you to stay where you are.
She didn't move. Oh, okay, now she's moving.
Melia!
Hey! What are you trying to pull?
I could ask you the same thing. Why do you hesitate? You could attack me right now.
Shut up!
You have no desire to destroy anything. You are simply trying to get by in a world where nothing makes sense anymore. And that's why I'm here.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Someone needs a therapist really bad. Oh, and by therapist, I mean we're going to cause some stabbing death. I mean, they want their asses beat. I mean, I'm more than happy to oblige, but I mean... Therapy is always so much fun.
So that's how it is. That's how you look down at us.
Sorry?
I know all about you. You queens live longer than any of us could ever dream. You aren't like us, are you? That's how you can just sit on your thrones, toying with our lives like...
She is like us. If you hurt her, she feels pain. She bleeds all the same.
Mio.
That's why she came all this way to hear your story. She wants to know more about you. She wants to share her time with you.
Yeah, right. Our lives are like the blink of an eye to her ilk.
Just because she lives longer, it doesn't mean she's any different from you.
Just
We're
older.
all here, aren't we?
A lot older.
We're all alive.
That's enough, Mio. I see now how you feel about all this.
Mate, have you been making that speech to the Kavesi officers too? Telling everyone that Melia's different to everyone else?
You bet I did. She's so far up herself, it makes me sick.
If anyone's warped, distorted here, it's you.
Then what am I supposed to do? Who else am I supposed to take my rage out on?
Well, there is a guy called Zed over there.
The pure, unadulterated truth.
That I cannot tell you. The answer lies in you, and you alone. You must have realized by now. There is no weight to the truth of another, if you cannot judge it for yourself.
What?
If you must have an object of hatred in order to live your life, then let it be me. But promise me that someday you'll live for the things that truly have worth, just as you and your comrades in arms once did.
It's already too late. I can't go back. Not after what I've done.
I highly doubt that. You are still breathing, are you not?
Are you all right?
I told you. I am no stranger to battle. Besides, I could not tolerate simply watching from the sidelines.
Melia.
Their sadness, frustration, anger. I shall never forget these feelings. Come. Let us proceed to the next location.
Quest completed.
I think we've done the rounds here.
Yay!
Let's head back to the castle.
Ooh, have I done this one? I have. Okay. Hey, wait, no. Here. Right. What if they ever clean this? I know that none of the main characters in this game know of the cast of Xenoblade Chronicles 1, so they can't ask. But I would love to her to tell the story of what became of
Your Majesty,
the rest of the party members of Xenoblade Chronicles 1 after
you've returned.
Those events.
I trust it's been quiet in my absence.
Yes.
I see that you have calmed down.
Yes, I have realized. However fervent my loyalty, if I am ever the source of Her Highness's anguish, it does no good.
You think too deeply, Isel. It is your mind's fiction.
Ah, I will rectify that.
I am sure you will.
How was your trip? And what of the world?
Mankind's follies.
Your voice got better.
People never learn. Whatever the passage of fate may bring, we must never lose the spirit of defiance, lest we submit to injustice, as we once did.
Again, why does she look so sad?
My friends and I, we fought hard for all this. We staked our lives on this future.
The future
And
was
if there's a
connected
chance
in
to
some
keep it that way, I too will be happy to sacrifice myself for this world.
Snuff that for a laugh. I hate that. You're the important one here.
Pardon?
It's true. It's something I noticed before. As befits a queen, you're always thinking about your subjects. But who thinks about what's best for you?
Seeing you suffer alone like this, none of us like it. It's too sad to think about. Losing you, that is. You're one of us.
Yeah, think about how much you always think of us. It's only fair if you let us do the same for you.
I am speechless.
Melia, you are needed in this world. But you weren't born solely for the world's sake.
That may be so. However,
If you permit me, I'll gladly lend you my strength. Not because you are our queen, but because we're travelers in the here and now. So we should live together.
But you don't have a Monado.
I'm glad you're with us, Melia.
Yay! The old group!
It's the best!
Fucking A!
yes. You are right. How funny. Their wisdom is said to come
It
with
is still
age.
sad though to think of
Still,
Melia
you all seem
like
to
just
teach me so much.
alone in age because her
If something's
Hyentia,
in my
even though she's
grasp,
only half Hyentia,
Your words
lives so
show me
much
that there
longer.
is more.
Just so much
more to
longer.
life. They guide me when I run astray. Again and again. How fortunate I am to have you.
Now that's more like it, girl.
Melia, thank you.
Are they ever going to explain that moment
Thank you
Melia had with Riku there, where they
for
both gave
always
each other a
having believed in us.
very knowing look, like they
That's
knew
one
each
thing I
other?
would never doubt. Now we embark on our quests to create the future.
Yes, it's ours.
I know she did have a little thing for Shulk there, but I think even she clearly knew once Fiora came back into the picture, there was, yay! Limit broken.
I see some relations have changed.
That clearly Shulk was going to go back to his old flame. I sincerely doubt Shulk, had like two relationships going on, one with her and one with Fiora. So I wonder if she ever. It's like I want to know so much about her life. I was like, did she find anybody? Did she ever have kids? Did she? What became of her very extended life? Well, Riku is a creation of this game. Riku's new to this game, but when we saved Melia in Origin, before she left, she looked at Riku, and I can't remember what she said. But it's like they had a moment where and he's like, he didn't, not literally with a thumbs up, but they both had to look like, it's like they were, the two of them were in on something that the others weren't. Before she left. Once we saved her.
It's looking complete.
What was it?
We just had to persevere.
Maybe I was just reading too much into it. But I mean, there was, to me, it looked like there was a moment where there was an unspoken thing between them that was just like, they were like, almost as if it was like we planned, sort of look between them.
I see some relations have changed.
Okay, so we did that one, so now it's time to break out. The best character for Xenoblade Chronicles 2 then. Because let's be honest, out of all the characters in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Nia was the fucking best.
And we will build the future.
And I do hope by doing her Ascension quest, we will find out what happened to Dromark. Because I would really like to have happened. If anyone who could have still survived, besides Pyra and Maethra would probably have gone after Rex went, because they were bound to him, and when he died, they probably went back to their dormant states. But Nia never died, so it's like, where did Dromark go? Let's see. Let's start on each map and see if we can find out where to go with the Nia. Now we're here. Hold on, let's see if we... Hold on, what's the conditions for Nia's Ascension again? In the Cloud Keep, welcome Nia to the party. Then explore Ionias together. Okay, so we just gotta go to places. Oh, what are you confused about, Morgan? I shall do my best to see if I have the ability to explain it. No, there. Oh, wait. Damn it. Go away, all things. Aha! There's a question. Oh, wait. Maybe there was one here and I didn't see because it was covered up by other icons. Nope. Okay, good. How about here? Negatory. Everything. I guess here's the question. Have you played Xenoblade Chronicles 2?
Ah, the scent of Sophronia. This takes me back.
Takes you back? You mean you know what this is?
Yes, of course. Sophronia trees used to grow in the world that I came from, you see.
Huh?
Yes, they
For real?
did.
So that's where Sophronia trees come from. Who'd have guessed?
That's not all. What you call the Orion Mountains came from my world too.
Whoa, seriously? I always thought they were funny-shaped mountains.
I mean, now they're mountains. Back then, they weren't so picturesque.
Are there more places like this? Stuff that we don't know the true origin of?
Actually, yes. In fact, I dare say, pretty much everywhere you've seen till now.
Makes sense. If you hadn't been here, we'd have just walked right past like it was no big thing.
I suppose it's good for you all to know about how things were in the old world. Well, now you've got all this new perspective, why not have a look back at the path you already traced?
Looking back at where we came from, that could be a really valuable experience.
Yes. Please, give it some thought.
Think about it.
The path that you're on now will lead you to the future that you've dreamed of.
Okay, well, I'll try to give the brief version of it. In Xenoblade Chronicles 2, in that world, there are these core crystals that people pick up and they bind to them, and when they bind to them, a person comes out. Basically, they are known as a blade. These blades are bound to the person. When they come out, they are wiped of all their memories of any other times they may have been reincarnated as someone else's blade. You know, whenever they come out, they are like they've been wiped clean. You know, it's like this is the first time they're ever existing. And they exist to give the person that they're bound to a weapon and power. And they are bound to do that until that person dies. When that person dies, they get wiped clean and they go back in their core crystal. And it's a spoiler of Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but it turns out Nia
Good thing we found this.
was a blade. But through a process of perhaps eating a little bit of people meat, something that was people blood, or I can't remember the exact process, she becomes what's known as a flesh eater. So she can exist after the person she's bound to dies. And then she herself took on her own blade, which was the form of a white tiger named Dromark. And the fact that he's not around confuses me, because Nia never died. So therefore, he should still be around. Unless blades have a finite lifespan also? Which I don't know. So we found one of four. We're gonna find another four of these things. Ah, there's one.
Those empty ruins.
Which empty ruins? We've seen a lot of empty ruins. Ah, those ones.
Nia? Everything all right?
This place you call Mactha Wildwood. Do you know anything about all the ruins and things scattered around here?
Clearly
No,
they don't.
to tell the truth.
I never paid them any mind, I guess. But now you mention them, they do seem pretty weird. Oh. Hey, is this also related to stuff from your old world, Nia?
That's a good guess, Senna. Not quite right, but you aren't far off.
Please, explain.
All right, I will. This is probably something you ought to know about. I told you before about Ionios' creation, right?
Yeah.
Well, what I'm about to talk about goes back much further into the past than that.
Oh, we're gonna talk
You
about
mean
Klaus?
when the worlds were one?
The people of that time had access to absolute power.
Yep.
Using it to create and enjoy a flourishing
The conduit.
civilization. But in the end, they started to fight each other for control over that very power.
The
And
Zohar,
because of that,
the conduit.
the power became a calamity and ripped the world in two. What we're looking at now is the remnants of the destruction that humanity has wrought.
I thought those ruins looked a
So
little
the
familiar.
true meaning of all this ruin is to stand as a monument to the history that created this world.
If you really think about it, we human beings are the cause of all of it.
I don't get it. Why fight till everything burns?
Because we as human beings are dumb.
Because they were afraid.
Oh, that too.
Of what?
Of how dumb
Afraid
we
of
are.
ending.
Oh, that too.
All life, all civilizations and cultures, everything comes to an end in time. Of course, humans are part of the world too. We can't escape that rule either. But people never stop looking for a way, even if it means going beyond the rules. Eternity. That's what they were searching for.
Eternity.
If the present moment carries on forever, then the end will never come. That's eternity. With that, the miserable decay that you're looking at now would never come to pass. I think you probably all know the rest of the story already. Why this world that we're in now is called Ionios, the realm of eternity.
Zed also wants eternity, just as the people did back then.
But, I mean, even though they were longing for eternity, to sacrifice so many lives to achieve it, it's not... It can't be right.
I agree. We might get hurt, and someday we'll be gone. But we have to keep moving forward in spite of all that. That's what it means to live, right, Nia?
Yes, exactly right. That must be clear to you all now. You should hold on to that vision of life. Cherish it as you go forward.
Okie dokie.
Keep that in your heart so that you never repeat the mistakes of the past.
Well, I mean, it's going to be kind of hard to repeat that mistake of the past because the conduit, as far as I'm aware, is gone. So, I mean, when Klaus used it to, used it and ripped the world in two and created the two separate worlds, I mean, it's, I think didn't it vanish? Actually, there was this place I never could go here. I wonder if that ever became... Oh, it did! It got a little... Okay, yes, I want to go over there. Real quick, before we go continue on. Did it go up or down? I can't remember now. Up. That is true, Morgan. That is the rub of it, you know? It's like, why? But people are...
Anybody else feeling curious?
People are people. And people are dumb.
A score! I mean, what good fortune.
Ah, fuck. Oh, okay. It's not just a bridge. I got a little... Oh, walk carefully so I don't fall down. Okay. Ooh. Hello, big monkey thing. I'm just gonna grab this stuff behind you. Don't mind me.
Wonder what's inside.
And now I'll kill you.
I don't want to do this. But
Yeah,
you're
we did.
in our way.
Don't go easy on them.
Where I'm from, it's all around.
Nice one, Uni.
Elemental discharge. You're going, Uni.
Fart last. You know, we do have a tank. Why is the tank not taking this aggro off me? I win. I do like making waves. Those are fun. Alright, so finally got to get that. So now where are we going next? There's another one here, was there? Negatory. Lambda? Negatory. Makta? Negatory. Negative. It still looks like Beaker from the Muppets. Nope. 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 Question mark? Come on. No question mark here. What the fuck? Come on. Running out of places here.
Like the back of our hand now.
Aha! Found one. Nah, fuck, I might just finish this.
Haven't been here for a while. I can't wait to see the look on Gondor's face when she sees you. Gondor.
Oh, what do you plonkers want now?
Hey, come on. Don't be like that. We're just here to say hi.
Huh? What's that? You got time on your hands, have you? Huh? Why? If it isn't...
I believe this is the first time we speak directly, isn't it, Gondor?
Can someone tell me what the hell's going on? What's the Queen of
Have a good
Agnes
one,
doing
Tyra.
here?
Thank you for stopping by, man. You sleep well now.
Hang on. I suppose we are in Agnes Castle right now. So, maybe it's not so weird to see you here. But what I don't get is, why does the Queen of Agnes seem to know about me?
That's... well, it's a long story. The Vandham name, and those that bear it, have a deep meaning for me.
Yeah, it
My
does.
family?
Yeah,
In
we
the
do.
past, we were saved by a man called Vandham. He taught us a lot about life, and what it was we were called to do.
And had one of the most
It's no
badass moments in
exaggeration to
Xenoblade
say
Chronicles
that
2.
Without him, there would be no me.
Huh? A real deep connection between Nia and Gondor's fam. Spooky.
The memories of it are all but lost now. These were events of the distant past.
Oh. More to the point. Seems you dags have gotten pretty used to chumming up with royalty. Like it's no big deal.
Well, Nia asked us to treat her this way. Like another one of the gang.
Come on, Gondor. Surely you more than anyone wouldn't expect us to mince our words around Nia.
Wind your neck in, will ya? Nothing wrong with how I talk.
Oh, you're so bold and unabashed. I simply adore it.
I suppose I am.
I mean, you've passed through the conflict with the false queen, maintained order in the castle. There are a lot of things that came about because of your blood, sweat, and tears, Gondor.
Huh? Well, that's a real heck of a compliment. Too much for the likes of me, maybe, you match.
Your
All I
match?
reckon we really
What?
did was set a few boundaries to stop things going daft. I don't have a clue about your Agnian folks, though.
You're just being humble, Gondor. Please, there's no need for it. It's not easy to earn people's trust, to maintain the balance. And you do all that while still remaining natural, unadulterated Gondor.
I'm basically an adult. I'm almost... Ah, forget it.
Condor, you really soften up when you get a few kind words, don't you?
Who you calling soft?
I hope Agnes can count on your continued support.
I mean, what I'd really like to be saying right now is bite me. But since I've got a real deal queen going to all the trouble of asking me, I guess I've got to at least consider the request a bit.
From the bottom of my heart, thank you, Gondor. As the nominal lady of Agnes Castle,